Hey everyone, it's Summer with AstariaSen, and we are here for another weekly Fae reading. And we have 3 piles sitting here. If you are just joining me in this channel, please hit the subscribe button. I do fairy related stuff, tarot related stuff, walkthroughs, book reviews, etc. And some other random fun things that are coming up here soon. Now, if you are coming back, thank you so much for coming back and joining me. And let's go ahead and get to this reading. We have 3 piles, 1, 2, and 3, and we will go ahead and see what is going on this week with the Fae. Well, what the Fae want to tell you this week, the message that they're going to give you. It's a 5-card spread, and I will leave timestamps down in the description for you. So let's start out with pile number 1. All right. This card here is going to be your main theme of the reading. This is your overall. These are the words in this card that are going to be focused on for this reading, okay? Put the amethyst right up there. Maybe move it over a little because I know it's a 5-card spread, okay? All right, so this is the message about your current state of mind, your current being, your current physical whatever, okay? This is what is standing in your way, bothering you, worrying you, that kind of thing. And this right here is what you can do to help yourself. The final card here is a message, a final guiding message from the Fae themselves, okay? Awesome. All right, let's take a look. First up, we have Cancer. Now, the important words about this card, this oracle card, is like change and reform, and even sometimes, change and reform is like a slower type. It could be a slow pain too, because change isn't always fun and change isn't always easy. So keep that in mind. It's got a double edge there, okay? And then we're going to go up first. King of Cups. This is the Fae's message about your current state of being. Kings are very focused individuals. They're very confident. They've been through a lot in their life. They've done a lot of things in their life. So they can get stuck in their ways too. So keep that in mind, okay? Cups are very emotional based. So it could be that the Fae are just giving you a little message saying, hey, we know where you've been. We know where you've been. And whatever's coming forward, you can handle. So, and it might be emotional based, like your emotional being, you're strong in that. You're confident in where you stand emotionally. Okay. Now, this is what could be bothering you. Could be something that is hard for you, something that maybe you don't even want to look at. Okay. We have 9 of Pentacles. Pentacles is very material based, very physical based, oftentimes refers to money, which we all know, right? But I mean, in this card, there's a friend there, there's a couple birds flying around. There's a friend. There's definitely a lot of positive still in this card. And 9s are generally about achieving a goal. So it could be that you are worried about a goal that you want to achieve, okay? Or that maybe you're afraid of actually following through with your goal. Maybe you're afraid of what's going to happen once you finish, okay? And that's okay. Everybody has that. That happens to everybody, right? And this is what you can do to help yourself with all of this, okay? And let's keep in mind, there's change and reform that's in this card, okay? Which kind of goes with these two, because you have a strong continence emotionally strong, emotionally focused, and this is material. So emotion and material don't always go hand in hand. So 8 of Swords. Swords are very much about your thoughts and your state of mind. They are a very air-based suit. The 8s are about movement. They're about going from one phase to the next. And in here, she's kind of bound, but she's bound loose. Like she could easily just roll herself right out of it. Even though the birds have it, her arms are free to get out of it, to move around and do stuff with, even though the swords are surrounding her. So it could be that you maybe feel a little overwhelmed by this goal or this challenge that you're facing, but you're very strong, so you're going to manage to get through it. Just look to yourself. Look to yourself to keep that strength that you know you have, and you'll make it work out. This is how you can help yourself, you know. Look inside yourself, find that strength that you need, that emotional strength to make it through whatever this achievement might be or not be. If you are afraid that it's not going to be achieved, I don't think you need to worry about it. If you are looking to achieve a goal, I think it's going to happen. You're just the only person standing in your way. So if it doesn't happen, that's on you. You're binding yourself that way. And the Fae guidance, your overall fairy guidance, is opportunity. When your eyes are open wide, opportunities you never thought possible will manifest. And this could be about your goal, that, you know, maybe you need to open up a lot more in order to make your goal a reality, or in order to follow through and stay focused. So be open to those opportunities that are coming for you, okay? Change is okay, change is good, change is inevitable, and sometimes it hurts, but we can make it through it. We can just focus on what we've been through, know where we've been in order to move forward. All right, let's go ahead and move on to group number 2. All right, group number 2, we have quartz. Our first card. This is our overall. This is the words that are going to be focusing our reading. The general words that are focusing our reading. We got Gemini here. Interesting, right? Okay, so that's our overall. And then we have, interesting, we have, this is your current state. So something the Faes want to tell you about your current state. Okay. This is what you're worried about, what's bothering you, what's standing in your way, those kind of issues. And this is what you can do to help yourself. And finally, the card from the Fae for guidance is your last card. So expression, okay? All right, let's take a look at this reading. Let's focus on Gemini first. Now, Gemini is a duality. It's about duality. It's about strength. And it's also about like hindsight and, you know, looking back, like hindsight's 20/20, right? So keep those words in mind as we follow through with our reading. So let's start here. Queen of Wands, what a strong card for a current situation, a current state of being, a current place for you. This is a very strong card. She's been through a lot, and she is much stronger for it. And she has that passion, she has that fire, she has that drive, because wands are all about that drive. And queens, you know, they're that creation, that creative energy. So it could be you have a lot of creative energy around you right now too, and all the stuff that you've been through, all the things that you've had to work through in order to get to this point is leaving you in a pretty good place. All right, so then we have the Tower, Major Arcana. And another major arcana is what you can do to help yourself. So I find it interesting that these two cards are opposite each other. So the Tower, we know, is about change, okay? We know it's about change. We know that something big is coming, and we may not know how to react to it, okay? But see these birds that are flying? I mean, it's an opportunity too. So that fear of change, that fear of maybe failure, that fear that's coming at you is something that you're going to have to contend with. And this is where the Emperor comes in, because the Emperor is all about confidence, strength and confidence. The Emperor is it's one of those cards that says, hey, I'm an authority. I'm an authority of myself. I am confident. I can regulate this. I can make it happen, and I can control it. But be careful, because you can't control every situation. So sometimes maybe you just need to be in authority over yourself and know that you can't control every situation. Maybe you can't control what's going on right here, but you can control you. That's how you can help yourself, is by controlling you. And so then we have expression, okay? That's your guidance, the fairy guidance. Expression unleashes and empowers your inner creative energy to flow forth, which comes back to that creative energy with the wands, right? Those wands. And I think in hindsight, when we're looking at hindsight, this card right here, this confidence card, this keep yourself in check card is talking about hindsight. You know yourself best. Hindsight's 2020. You know you best. So do what's right for you, but know yourself well enough to know also the things that are bad for you, the things that you can do to harm yourself because you are having trouble controlling a situation, okay? So keep all of that in mind as we move forward, or as you move forward with your week, all right, group 2? Let's move on to group 3. Group 3, here we are. I don't really remember what this stone is called, but I really like this stone. It's a very pretty blue stone. It is. Okay, so your first card is Taurus. Isn't he a cutie? I just love these oracle cards. So we have Taurus, okay? That's what we're starting off with. And these are the words that are going to go over your whole reading, okay? So Taurus is kind and warm, but fierce, you know? That kindness, don't take it for granted. So keep that in mind as we continue on, okay? So then let's go on. We have, this is your current state, the message that they want you to know about your current state, your current situation, your current being. This is the present. This is you right here, what the Fae want to say about it. This is what is bothering you, causing you some drama, maybe some issues. This is how you can help yourself. And this is your final message, your final guidance from the Fae, okay? So let's keep these words in mind, you know, that kind, that warm but fierce energy, okay? So 5 of Cups. Now, interesting, 5s are a Fae number and they're an in-between number. So it could be that your current situation is an in-between, your current place. Maybe you're not really falling backwards, but you're also not moving forward. So you might be in a stagnant position, and Cups are emotional based. So it could be that your boredom or your emotional state is keeping you in that stagnant position, even though people around you are saying, hey, why don't you do this? Or, hey, go back to that. You're just in this in-between 1, which is not where you want to be, and in between 10, which is the end result, right? So you're in that in-between stage, and you're going to have to find a way probably to move forward with that. But that's where you currently are, is this in-between stage. Maybe not even sure which way to go. This is your worry, your problem, the thing that's bothering you. It's a goal. 9s are about goals. Swords about our mental state. You can see she's sleeping there. There's a sword down here. There's birds watching over the top of her. And all these are behind her. So it's possible that you've gone through a lot of things. And maybe this one that's in front of you, maybe it's just one that's in front of you that's causing you to be like, well, maybe I don't want to go there. Maybe I don't want to go there. And I really feel like it's an I thing. So I think you are for sure, your own mentality is probably what's bothering you the most right now. It could be something negative that you're thinking about, or somebody that you're worried about that has to do, that's immediately for you, immediately in your presence, immediately could involve you and your state of mind. This is what you can do to help yourself, which is 7 of Pentacles. Now this is a material card, a physical card, okay? And 7 is another Fae number, by the way. So, but 7 is also about discipline, struggle, and work ethic. So keep that in mind as we look. She's got a bounty in her lap. She's got stuff up here that she can collect, stuff down here. So keep all of that in mind as we continue to examine this card. She is in a good state, though. I mean, even though there might be a struggle, even though you might be struggling with yourself a little bit, you're in a good place. You're in a good place to be able to do that, to be able to have that struggle and move forward from it, okay? So keep in mind that kind and fierce and that warm sensation, but you're probably getting it from yourself. You're not going to get it from other people, okay? And let's go with our final card, Happiness. Happiness is an overall state of complete being. So again, this guiding card is telling you that you need to be happy with yourself before you can be happy with other people or other situations. All right. So here you go. This is your reading for number 3. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you guys all have a very great week.